The other day I was thinking, if my name was Faith, right? If my name was Faith, if I was born and my parents would have seen my name fit to be Faith, then my husband would have said that I am the substance of things he has been hoping. Woman again. Hi guys, welcome to the Girls Cappuccino. My name is Chibalonza.
He's healthy.
Daisy.
Nora.
And today,
Okay.
and today, you're not ready for me, girl. So fun secret or fun fact about every girl here in the Girls Cappuccino Club or the club I'm sitting. Yeah. Fun fact is we somewhere in our lives once were worship leaders or worshipers or are worship leader. I'm representing those without wigs, so feel represented, feel loved. Yeah? And
Presenting those wigs.
Come on.
you're representing?
Of course.
But of course. Of course. Okay. So now, I want to give them a challenge. So, mnajua alphabet. Please don't assume. From A to Z.
Yeah.
You are sure you know the alphabet?
Yes.
So we're gonna, jina yangu ni C, P, D, N. Sawa? C, D, N, P. So wewe ndio wa mwisho, mimi ndio wa kwanza, wewe ndio wa pili. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a song that starts with a B. A song that starts with a B. A song that starts with a B. Tukiendelea hivyo hadi mwenye atakuoma. Sawa?
Okay.
For example, Abba Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Any song that starts with B.
Nishadikwama. So soon? So soon?
So soon?
B.
B.
Lakini hapo nimepata the bad one. B. Hata wewe unayosogea B.
Niko nayo. Don't play with me. I came prepared.
B. Oh, Oh, baba we.
Baba wetu.
Oh, ni
Baba
wetu. Yetu. But I'm gonna get the song. Next.
Oh God. Count your blessings, name them one.
Sawa, counter.
Damu
Aya. For me, Mungu nguvu yetu. That's E. Yeah, E starts with Mungu nguvu yetu. Twende F.
From E ni M. Oh yeah.
Fa?
Billy. Zake. Za milele. Ama mtunzi. Ama mtunzi. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, give me some money.
Ay.
That's so easy.
Speaking of which, I am a C. I am a CH.
CH.
I am a CHRISTIAN.
N.
I am the, and I have CHRIST in my
HEALT and now with LIVEETERLL. Wale kwa kusemanga LL mingi hivyo. LLLLLY.
Okay, hi, J.
Oh, it's still continuing.
Hakuna mtu amekuwa.
Jesus, precious Jesus.
Shika.
I think sikumbuki upate ingine.
K.
Ushaband. Ushaband.
It's you. It's you. You are the one. You are the one.
No.
King of kings, Lord of lords, you are holy. Anyway, guys, welcome to the show today. We're gonna have an amazing time. I hope you're prepared for what we have in store. Next time we're gonna play charades. So for this episode, I want you to know each other, know each other, then we'll charade each other. Yeah, and maybe we'll also be charading our can say no? Who can say no? Nobody can say no. All right. Twende kazi. Dada Amani, tafadhali kwa kinagaubaga tuelezee what exactly we'll be doing today.
Today, topic ya leo ni it's on fire. Thank God we are on fire. And we are gonna be talking about
Yeah, we are talking about BGV. Now, BGVs are background vocalists. So, ukienda pale ambapo unaona live recording, there's always that one person standing at the front, and then other like 6, 7, 10 people at the back with microphones. They are called BGVs. So, what about BGVs, my sister? Let us talk about BGVs.
GB. I didn't rehearse 10 times.
But it's your day, it's your day. But it's your day, it's your day.
It's okay.
GBV. Gender-based. Very sensitive topic that we're going to talk about today. Our topic of today is a very sensitive topic. BGV.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. But yeah. BGV is a very sensitive topic. And as we started saying, we are all from worship team, and so being a BGV means you're backing whoever is standing at. So for those who do not know this musical term, unaona mtu anapoimbisha, the one standing at the very front is the lead, right? And now the ones at the back with other microphones, they are called the BGVs. So let's talk a very sensitive talk about the BGVs, because it's not easy. So kiama wanawatumia recordings. Anyway, yeah. So what about the BGVs, my sister?
GBV. It's GBV, guys. We're talking about. This is a GBV. Gender-based violence.
I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Wait. Let's be okay. Yeah, it's very sensitive.
Yes, guys. So that is what we're talking about today.
Almost daily here in our country, Kenya, we do not fail to have an article. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, goja. Awesome. Almost daily here in our country, we do not fail to have an article talking about the same. And we, in as much as there are articles without number that have made it to the TV stations, there are other articles that not even make it there. And GBV, just as Peace had said, translates to gender-based violence. And now, I have quite a different perspective to whatever is happening right now in Kenya. Sometimes back, I remember there was an outcry for end femicide in Kenya because of the deaths of women that were dying. But funny enough, femicide is not recognizable by law.
Oh.
Like, I cannot sue you and take you to court and say, and the judge cannot say, guilty of femicide.
Really?
Yeah, it's not recognizable.
That's really sad.
Why is it sad?
It is sad.
Why?
Why is it sad?
Why is it not sad?
Yeah, like, what do you mean why is it sad? As in, this is a whole crime. It's even, it's it's like grade 1, as in level 1 level of crime. As in, you're getting, as in, it's something really serious. And how is it not recognized as a crime? Yo.
So, this is my perspective. When it comes to criminal law, we have different aspects to it. We have manslaughter, suicide, we have murder, and in as much as the word femicide, right, is being used to term the illegal killing of ladies, I don't think it should be any different from, I do not see the need of taking it away from either manslaughter or murder. What do I mean? We are constantly asking for the rights of women, right? Mm-hmm. We are constantly asking that the women be treated the same as the men. We do not want an office where a man is paid more because he's a man and a woman is paid less because she's a lady, right? Mm-hmm. That was the first cry of the feminine propaganda or agenda, right? Mm-hmm. I love your eyes. All right.
I'm waiting for you to finish.
I know. I love this. So, when we start saying femicide should be treated differently, my question comes in: should we treat it differently because it is a man killing a woman? Should we treat it differently because it is a woman dying? Or because if we are asking that the men and the women be treated same, then I don't care if it is a man who has killed a woman, or it is a woman who has killed a woman, or it is a woman who has killed a man. You shouldn't give it a tag. In fact, I feel like giving it the name femicide is a name. Ni kuipea publicity inabo. You have murdered. You should be guilty of murder. You should be guilty of manslaughter. Why do we need to give it a new name? Femicide. Because I feel it's not about you've killed a woman, you've killed a human. You've killed a person. You have murdered. You see it a manslaughter. Murdered. Because manslaughter is accidental and something or whatever. But you have murdered. Right? So the when it comes to the penal code and the whatever, there are stipulations and guidelines and sentences and fines and whatever that guide on what should happen to any perpetrator found guilty of such a crime. And by such a crime, I mean murder. Mm-hmm. So, you kill a woman, I would not have it that it is written you killed a woman. Because if we go that route, through that route, we are going now back to the times where there's a difference between a man and a woman. Or are we trying to say that the life of a woman is more valuable than the life of a man?
That's so much to say, yeah?
There's just so much to unpack from
Please
that.
unpack. Today is your day.
But let me even put my cup down, cause I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, how do I even start this? As in, okay, let me ask you a question.
Please do.
A few weeks, not really weeks, but a few months back, we had this, and all the headlines in the news were reading, "Stop killing our children, stop killing our children." So, if we are trying to have that topic, as in, if you're trying to say like, okay, what you're trying to say, I understand, but I don't accept. Why? Why? As in, it stops being a manslaughter and it stops being just another murder case. When yesterday it happened to this specific gender, 2 weeks ago it happened, 3 weeks ago it happened, tomorrow it might happen, today it might happen, today morning it happened. It stops being, this was just a murder, because there's a specific group being targeted. And we're not here pinpointing, it is the man who did this, it is the woman who did this, it is the who, but it is open to everyone that it is this specific group, which happens to be female, that are being targeted in this murder
conundrum.
Yeah, exactly. As in, we can't just sit and say that it's not femicide. As in, we can't just say that it's just like another murder. Like, already there's just so much, as in so much that has happened that can't allow us to just call it another murder case. Just so much that has happened that we can't allow it to call it, we can't allow ourselves to call it just another manslaughter, another crime, another. Are you getting? I don't know if you're getting.
Yeah, and then just to add, please do that. The reason why these things are happening, this, you see, as opposed to something like a murder, most of the cases it's from a stranger. And if it's from close to home, it's an accident. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to femicide, when you find that it's close to home, it's not an accident. So the reason why they're giving it a name, the reason why they're giving it attention, it's because it's already here with us. we can't run away from it. Hatuwezi dismiss and categorize it with murder because it's very different from that. And just as Daisy has said, a specific group is being targeted.
All right. So now that we're talking about specifics and groups, we all know Dandora, right? Madare, Kibera. People die almost daily to gangs and theft and just criminal whatever, right? Do we now take a name for the people who die in Dandora because crime rates in the slums is high? We call it slumicide.
But then Chiba, that's very
Rights for the
different
slum.
though.
Why?
I agree.
That's very different in terms of if it's crime worldwide, mostly the motive is similar, no matter whether it's in the slum, whether it's in the suburbs, the motive is the same. But when it comes to femicide,
The motive is the same.
except when it comes to the target are ladies.
All right.
So we can't.
Okay.
I wanted to add,
Mhm.
it's okay, yeah, we see end femicide, right? And we see people out there with placards, end femicide. But then sometimes, in as much as we say it's specific group targeted, yes, quote unquote, ladies targeted, how do we start the journey of ending femicide? And for me, I feel like it's by starting to understand how it happens. Like, are there similar cases? Like, when we see girls being murdered, there have been so many similar cases of BNBs. You get people who met online, they are meeting on a BNB. When we say, let's end femicide, why don't we also start educating on such things, like educating these girls how to handle some issues?
I think you're my new best friend.
You get me? Because for how long are we going to go?
I love Daisy.
For how long are we going to go with placards and femicide if we're not looking at the root causes of why it is happening? Because we have to start from somewhere, and that is educating, understanding. This group is being targeted because of ABCD. This other group is being targeted because they are vulnerable in ABCD.
But then what if it happens close to home? Maybe it's a child and it's a family.
Even close to home, there, when you look at any issue close to homes, many unapatanga, let me put it directly, step parents. You get me? This child was raped to death by a step parent. And utapata there like 10, 20, 50 cases similar. Now, who is the right person to educate on such a thing? The mother probably. Also the child probably. That teenager. So sometimes, in as much as we want to end it, let's also do education.
I agree with you. Before I even come there, because I'm coming there very heavily, very strongly.
Yeah.
I would, my suggestion or my outcry or my voice out there would be, let us uphold the sanctity of life. From where I sit, this is what I'm seeing is going to happen. We will cry. We need the ladies protected, we need the ladies protected, we need the ladies protected. It will get to a point, and I can see it coming, when now the men will fear interacting with us. Why? The other day I was listening to a radio station, and there's a man who was calling, crying. He had just been released from prison. What happened was, the wife collided with her mother to report fake information about the husband. And the husband was taken to prison. He was imprisoned. His life was wasted. And now the child in question, mwenye alidanganyishiwa ati amerepiwa, when she grew up, she said nothing like that ever happened. So the man was released, right? Number two, there are ladies out here who feel, because of this cry that we are shouting, protect our ladies, protect our ladies, protect our ladies. Now ladies think it's okay to hit a man, and a man will have to shut up. Why? Because they are men. We are the lesser vessels, right? It's okay for you to do this to a man, but it is not okay. I am not violent. But it is not okay But it is not okay for a man to do that to you. You get what I'm saying? And that is where we're going. But if we want the sanctity of life, which is my cry, I wouldn't want us to go to the street and shout, protect our ladies. I want us to go to the street and shout, protect everyone. This, with the same, you are getting angry because a man killed a woman. I am getting angry because I've seen women kill men. And the worst part is, when men get hurt, they don't speak. The other worse part is, when men get hurt, they hurt. The worse part is, a hurt man will hurt a woman.
But don't you think?
So, wait. So what are we saying here? Are we saying that this, as in these men, are hurting women because they don't have a voice?
No. We are saying it's not about being a woman. It's not about being a woman. It doesn't have to be about being a woman. You don't have to kill me just because I'm a woman. And I don't want you to fight for my rights because I'm a woman. I want you to fight for my rights because I'm human. I want you... let me tell you something that I am against. Unaona hii kusema, let's vote for her because she's a woman. You know, let's hire them because they are women. That's the most degrading thing you can ever do to someone. Do not hire me just because I'm a woman. Do not vote for me just because of a woman. In fact, if it was up to me, ningetoa cheo ya women's rep. Do not vote me in just because of a woman. No offense to the women sitting here and those who have been elected. But what good have they done? They have been elected as women for women. What good have they done? I wouldn't want people elected, if it was up to me, just because they're women. Show me what you can do. Be you a woman, be you a man. Right? With the same weighing gauge. When you scrutinize boy, you will scrutinize. Right?
But Chiba, we cannot run away from the fact that we as women, men have a certain advantage. Even the Bible talks about it. Like, we women are the lesser, weaker gender. Now, I don't say that so that now we sympathize. Okay, we can sympathize. But now we don't look down on women to the point as we are so helpless.
But that is what we are doing.
But that's not what we are doing.
That is exactly what we're doing.
Femicide is totally different.
Okay, what is femicide?
I have a
what
question.
is femicide?
No, for me, I have a question. When we say end femicide,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know whether it's a question or a wonder. Are we basically saying it's men killing women, or are there women killing women?
Actually, the femicide, according to, because femicide,
Yeah, that's according.
Because femicide is nothing legal, but according to this, the championers of
It's
femicide
men killing
is
women.
stop men from killing women.
But just a question: are there women killing women? Of course.
Yes. And are there women killing men? Yes. So why should we? Okay. So if sorry to use Titolicious as a sorry to use I mean use someone else. Allow me to use Comfort as an example, right? So if Comfort kills me, all right? If Comfort kills me, that's femicide, right? Arrest him and charge him for femicide, right? If I kill Comfort, arrest me and charge me for murder. Why? You get? So that is what I'm against. Like, we should not be in a position to introduce something as new as femicide. It's a new law fighting what? It's very baseless if you think about it legally.
Baseless.
Yes, it's baseless if you think. So, okay. According to you, what is femicide? Tuanzie hapo, by the way, to hapo ndio tungeanza.
Yeah. Because I think we got all this wrong. Because when we talk about femicide, we're not looking at the perpetrator of the crime. We're looking at the victim of the crime, not the perpetrator. We're not looking at, okay, a man killed a woman, a woman killed a woman, a child killed a woman. We're looking at who was killed. Wait.
Yes, so define femicide.
So femicide is, actually, as a summary, it's just the women being killed. And where this is arising, it's not that people are coming together and saying that we are creating awareness for femicide, or women are being killed because, okay, a woman was killed, let's say, today, and then another man was killed, and so us we're saying that it's femicide. But okay, I understand the whole concept. Yes, I understand the whole concept where you used, for example, another man being killed and then another woman being killed. But this is not what we're talking about today here. This is not what this whole thing is about. This whole thing is about a specific targeted group being targeted, being killed today, yesterday, tomorrow, 50 people, 30 people, 100 people, and the number keeps growing. If it was, for example, just as you had said, men being killed. If a man is killed today, okay, we know worldwide there are people dying every day, yeah? There are people being killed every day, yeah? But why there's this need of calling it a femicide is because this specific targeted group, which is the female gender, there are rising numbers, not the normal numbers. You're at TCG who was killed yesterday, okay, not discrediting any deaths, but you're getting, it's not the normal, okay, 50 to 20 people die per day in each country. It is not that. It is because the number of women being killed has gone beyond the scope of the normal. And this is what we're discussing.
Why?
Why? This is the whole thing about why awareness is being, because no one understands why people are killing women.
If I tell you the answer to that question, Daisy, today, and it has something to do with the ladies, will you accept it?
If it's true. If it's true.
If it's true.
If it isn't, why should I?
Why shouldn't it? All right. When we come back, that is what we'll be dealing with. Why are ladies dying? Na lazima watengenezewe law yao kweli ama mtu ni mtu. All right. This is the Girls Cappuccino. It's hot, guys. It's heavy. We'll be back.